Chosen one, you must stop scrolling immediately. Do not dare to move past this message. I am not asking for your attention because I am warning you. This is not a random occurrence, and the algorithm did not bring you here. Heaven intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a permanent timeline shift. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the highest courts until this very second. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He is hoping you will swipe away, because he knows this revelation will permanently destroy his access to your life. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees your next 10 years. Lock your attention on my voice right now. The verdict on your entire future is about to be read aloud. You have been fighting endless battles in absolute silence for so long. You thought nobody noticed your tears hiding in the dark. You thought heaven forgot about your silent sacrifices, while everyone else seemed to move forward easily without consequence. But you were deeply and fundamentally mistaken. God has been watching your resilience through the raging storm. Someone deeply powerful has been observing your integrity when others lied on your name. They were not looking at your public highlights, but they were watching your silent obedience in the shadows. Your quiet endurance has just activated a massive spiritual sequence on your behalf. The waiting period is finally coming to a decisive close. Let us talk about what is happening in your physical body right now. You are exhausted beyond what a normal night of sleep can ever fix. You wake up at 3 in the morning with a heavy chest, and your heart is racing for no logical reason. Your jaw is tightly clenched, and a thick fog clouds your mind every single day. You have been swallowing back that burning feeling trapped in your throat. You truly think you are just stressed or slowly losing your grip on reality. You must listen to me very carefully right now. That physical weight is not a medical condition you need to fear. That is your highly advanced spirit detecting the frantic energy of the enemies around you. You are the remnant, and your frequency is incredibly sensitive to their dark deception. They are starving right now because they can no longer feed on your light. You have always been the reliable human battery for broken people. You poured your golden energy into toxic relationships, hoping to heal their deep wounds with your unconditional love. You gave them absolutely everything you had inside of you, and when they drained you completely, they walked away and quickly called you crazy. They expected your quiet departure to destroy your spirit entirely. They waited with bated breath for your public collapse, whispering vicious lies to anyone who would listen to them. But instead, your absolute silence became a lethal weapon that starved their hidden demons. You won the battle without lifting a single finger against them. You stepped into a confusing season of intense and heavy isolation. You truly thought it was a punishment for making bad choices in your past. You wondered why your circle got so small, while the wicked seemed to thrive effortlessly. That painful isolation is actually your divine formation period. Heaven had to hide you away to protect your frequency from the toxic matrix programming. You are not the strange anomaly in their perfectly normal lives. You are the powerful cycle breaker Heaven has been desperately waiting for. And your mere existence exposes the deep rot they try so hard to conceal from the world. This is exactly why they are desperately projecting their chaos onto you. They cannot understand how you still carry that untouchable, ageless glow. You walked through the blazing fire and came out shining much brighter than before. Meanwhile, their internal bitterness is aging them rapidly behind their closed doors. The heavy loneliness you feel is simply the space being cleared for a massive energetic upgrade. Do not let their temporary noise make you doubt your eternal and royal calling. You are a demonstrated and powerful warrior of light. Every time they tried to bury you, they simply planted a seed that is now ready to bloom. They unknowingly became the dirty shovel that dug up your greatest treasure. Now you are standing on the edge of a vindication that will shake the foundation of their false reality. The universe is preparing a lavish table for you right in front of your enemies. They will be forced to watch your glorious rise. Remember the prophetic mandate I mentioned at the beginning of this urgent message? It is directly tied to the sudden exhaustion and spiritual attacks you are feeling right now. Heaven is about to hand you the specific blueprint to turn that heavy pain into absolute power. But you must prove you have the patience to receive the full instruction today. You cannot afford to walk away from this divine appointment. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button right now. Do this simple action to seal your energetic alignment with heaven today. It is a physical act that tells the universe you are ready to claim your true position. Let your enemies watch in absolute terror as you elevate beyond their toxic reach forever. Your new era of unstoppable abundance begins in this exact moment. Let us go deeper into the exact physical symptoms you are experiencing right now. You are not just tired. You are carrying a spiritual weight that feels like a literal boulder on your chest, and you wake up exhausted even after sleeping for 10 hours straight. Your friends tell you to drink more water or get some rest. But you know deep down, this is not about sleep. Every night around 3 in the morning, your eyes snap open in the dark. Your heart is racing, like you just ran a marathon while you were sleeping, and you lie there staring at the ceiling in complete panic. You feel a heavy pressure sitting right over your lungs. You try to take a deep breath, but the air feels incredibly thin and restricted. During the day, a thick and heavy fog constantly clouds your beautiful mind. You forget simple things and struggle to find the right words in casual conversations, while a persistent tightness is constantly gripping your jaw. You swallow hard, hoping the physical discomfort will simply fade away. But it stubbornly remains right there. The Matrix programming wants you to believe you are just depressed or falling apart. The people around you quickly suggest you seek spiritual healing or medical advice because they want to label your profound experience with ordinary words. I am here to tell you the raw truth. You are not broken, and you absolutely do not need fixing. That heavy sensation in your chest is a direct and calculated frequency attack. Your pure energy is a massive threat to the dark elite and the narcissists around you, and when they realize they can no longer control you, they panic. Your physical body is acting as a highly sensitive radar. It is actively detecting their invisible warfare. You have always been the stabilizer in every single chaotic environment you entered. You were the reliable human battery that kept everyone else running smoothly. And because your light is so incredibly bright, broken people naturally gravitated toward your warmth. They attached themselves to your spirit, drinking your pure energy to temporarily soothe their own inner demons. But you finally stepped into your power and cut the cord of their toxic access. You stopped being a willing source of fuel for people who secretly hated your light, and this sudden loss of your golden energy caused a massive shock to their dark system. Now they are starving in the dark, and their frantic desperation is hitting your nervous system like a massive shockwave. That is exactly why you wake up violently at 3 in the morning. That specific time is when the spiritual veil is the absolute thinnest, and you are feeling the exact moment the enemy realizes they have permanently lost you. The heaviness on your chest is simply their fear bouncing off your protective shield. Your body is fighting a massive battle while you sleep. You must stop swallowing that lump in your throat right now. That tightness is your intuition begging you to speak your undeniable truth. You have swallowed your own voice for years just to keep the peace with ungrateful people, but heaven commands you to stop making yourself small to accommodate their fragile egos. Your voice is a weapon of absolute divine alignment. While you feel this heavy exhaustion inside, something miraculous is happening on the outside. People look at you and wonder why you carry such an untouched, ageless glow, because you have walked through literal hell without a single burn mark on your skin. Your physical body is absorbing the attacks, but your spirit is transmuting them into pure gold. Meanwhile, The very people who sent those spiritual attacks are rapidly decaying. Their bitterness and constant envy are aging them like milk left out in the blazing sun, while they look at you in complete disbelief, wondering why their dark magic failed. They do not understand that a chosen one operates on a completely different earthly frequency today. This profound physical fatigue is also a direct command for you to rest. Heaven is forcing you to slow down so you can fully detach from the matrix programming, and the universe needs your body to sit still while it downloads the next set of divine instructions. Do not fight the exhaustion, because it is a sacred boundary keeping you safely hidden from your enemies. Every time you feel that sudden brain fog, view it as a protective shield. Your mind is being temporarily clouded, so you cannot overthink or panic about the future, while heaven is rewiring your neural pathways to prepare you for the massive shift. The physical symptoms are simply the growing pains of a rare diamond being formed under extreme pressure. You are one of the rare two people meant to understand this exact spiritual dynamic. The vast majority of the world will never comprehend the invisible wars you fight daily, because they live on a superficial level, completely blind to the energy exchanges happening right in front of them. But you are a demonstrated warrior of light who feels every single ripple in the atmosphere. Let us completely reframe your reality right now. You look around and see an empty room, and you wonder why your circle got so incredibly small. You sit in the absolute silence and think you did something terribly wrong to deserve this loneliness. You truly believe this isolation is a harsh punishment for your past mistakes. But heaven is laughing at that matrix programming. This is not a punishment at all. You are currently in your divine formation season. Heaven forcefully removed those people from your life because they were secretly draining your golden energy. They smiled in your face while actively praying for your downfall behind closed doors. God had to completely isolate you to protect your pure frequency from their dark contamination. Your current solitude is a sacred and impenetrable shield. The rejection you experienced was actually a massive spiritual redirection. You cried over losing people who were only assigned to keep you trapped in the matrix. They were never meant to cross the threshold into your next era of untouchable abundance. If they had stayed in your life, their toxic energy would have blocked your incoming miracle. Their sudden departure was your ultimate rescue mission. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for. The generational patterns of poverty and broken relationships were supposed to continue forever, but those destructive cycles permanently end with you. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that terrified the narcissists in your bloodline. They tried to isolate you and paint you as the black sheep of the family. They wanted you to feel completely worthless. Being the black sheep simply means you are the only one awake. You refused to play along with their comfortable lies and carefully crafted illusions. Your pure light acted as a massive mirror that constantly exposed their hidden demons. They could not handle the raw truth reflecting back at them every single day. So they banded together and pushed you out into the cold darkness. Remember the heavy chest and the racing heart we just discussed? That severe physical pain is the exact moment those toxic cords are finally being cut. Your body is violently purging the dark energy they left behind in your system. You are not sick or losing your mind in the silence. You are undergoing a massive cellular reset that prepares you for your royal elevation. The pain is literally your undeniable freedom. The matrix programming is designed to make you crave superficial validation. It wants you to beg for a seat at tables where they serve absolute poison, but you are the dearly beloved anointed ones. You were never meant to fit into their crowded and shallow rooms. You were built to construct your own kingdom from the ground up. Heaven is clearing the land right now so you can build without any toxic interference. Do not waste your precious energy seeking revenge against them. Vengeance is a divine mandate. and heaven is already handling your enemies with mathematical precision. Your absolute silence is the most devastating weapon you could ever deploy against a master manipulator. When you walked away and cut the cord, you signed their permanent eviction notice. You handed the final verdict to a court they can never appeal. They expected your profound loneliness to drive you completely insane. They waited for you to come crawling back, begging for their toxic breadcrumbs. But instead, you leaned into the quiet formation season and allowed heaven to upgrade your frequency. Time itself was supposed to aid you and break your beautiful spirit. Yet here you are, making time look like an absolute fool. You bent time to your own divine will. Every time your name is spoken in their circles, the atmosphere completely shifts. It hits them with the agonizing weight of their own massive failure. They realize they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held, just to play with cheap and common rocks. They are frantically trying to find a replacement for your specific depth. But your frequency is utterly unreplicable in this superficial world. You must embrace this quiet season of deep preparation right now. Do not look back at the burning bridges heaven told you to cross. The isolation is simply the cocoon where your ultimate emotional alchemy takes place. The dark elite want you to feel abandoned, so you will lower your vibration out of fear. But you must hold your sacred ground and trust the divine alignment happening behind the scenes. The very silence that terrifies you today will be your greatest triumph tomorrow. You are a demonstrated warrior who survived the hardest battles completely unseen. The universe is gathering the broken pieces of your past to construct an absolute masterpiece. Stay hidden in this divine quarantine a little while longer. The grand reveal of your new reality is approaching faster than you can possibly imagine. Heaven is now releasing 3 specific signs that your divine shift has officially begun, and these precise markers will permanently change your reality. These are not random events. The universe is speaking directly to you today. The window to receive them closes in exactly 72 hours. If you leave before the 3rd mandate, you break the alignment completely. The 3rd sign is the key to everything. Listen to me very closely right now. The Matrix programming wants you to swipe away before you anchor this truth. Do not let the dark elite steal this massive momentum. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. This is a micro-commitment that tells the spiritual realm you are awake and ready to receive your royal inheritance. Let us decode the very first sign. Sign number 1 is the sudden malfunction of the toxic people around you. You have recently watched a master manipulator completely lose their grip on reality. They are making irrational mistakes in broad daylight. Their carefully crafted mask is slipping rapidly, and the flying monkeys who used to support them are starting to scatter in total and utter confusion. This sudden malfunction is a direct result of your energetic withdrawal. When you unplugged your pure light from their toxic system, their entire power grid completely crashed. They relied on your suppressed, synchronized coherence to maintain their own fragile sanity. Your silence cut off their primary oxygen supply. Now they are suffocating in the loud noise of their own destructive and bitter making. You are the irreplaceable stabilizer of that chaotic environment. Without your golden energy acting as a buffer, the spiritual backlash is hitting them directly. This is a massive quantum shift in the physical realm. The universe is mirroring their internal decay for the entire world to finally witness. Every single lie they told about you is suddenly bouncing back and burning their own house down. Read that again in your spirit. The very fire they tried to use against you is now consuming their own foundation. You are completely insulated from this destruction because you remained perfectly still during the formation season. Heaven commanded you to hold your sacred peace while the divine justice system took over the bloody battlefield. The first sign is the undeniable evidence of their public collapse. This is precisely why you felt that heavy exhaustion last week. Your cellular memory was processing the massive shockwaves of their distant malfunction. While they were busy falling apart in public, you were simply resting in your divine quarantine. You are a rare diamond forged in the silent dark. Their panicked attempts to replace your energy have failed miserably because your frequency is entirely unique. They expected the sharp betrayals to carve deep wrinkles into your face. They wanted the isolation to drain the beautiful life right out of your eyes. Instead, you walked out of their toxic matrix and aged backward. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than watching you step into a room completely unbothered. You did not just survive their heavy storm, you became the sun that blinds their weak and envious eyes. Sign number 1 is happening right in front of you, but it is only the very beginning of this massive timeline shift. The second sign will explain exactly why certain financial and emotional doors slammed shut in your face recently. You thought you were losing everything you built, but heaven was actually orchestrating a profound and permanent clearing. Stay with me, because this next revelation is crucial. The dark elite have suppressed this hidden knowledge for generations. They trained society to believe that total isolation always means total failure. They programmed the masses to measure success by the amount of toxic noise surrounding them. But you are the anointed one who sees right through their cheap illusions. You understand that divine wealth is birthed in the absolute silence of the secret room. Your brain is currently undergoing a massive energetic rewiring. The heavy fog you experienced was simply the shedding of old matrix paradigms, and you are entering a state of absolute spiritual dominance over your reality. The laws of probability do not apply to your chosen bloodline anymore. God is rewriting the mathematical code of your future right now. The first sign was their collapse, but the second is your rise. You are the remnant chosen to carry this specific divine mandate. Every tear you cried in secret watered the seeds of your incoming harvest. The master manipulators are terrified because they see the undeniable glow radiating from your spirit. They know their time is permanently up. The universe has finalized the first phase of this divine operation. Now we must boldly move to the second phase of this prophetic sequence. Let us completely reframe your reality right here and now. We are moving into the second phase of this massive timeline shift. Listen to me very closely right now. The second sign is the sudden and unexplainable slamming of doors in your life. You recently watched opportunities vanish, and you watched people walk away without a single explanation. You thought you failed, but that sudden rejection was actually a violent and necessary divine interception. Heaven saw the hidden traps waiting for you in those dark rooms. God forcefully closed those doors to protect your incredibly rare frequency from being harvested by parasites. They did not reject you because you were not good enough. They were supernaturally blinded to your worth so you could safely escape. You are the irreplaceable diamond of your entire bloodline. You carry a specific and heavy gravity that makes average people extremely uncomfortable. When you walked into those rooms, your pure light exposed their deeply hidden insecurities. You act as a walking mirror for the darkest parts of their fragile souls. That is exactly why they had to remove you from their comfortable illusions. But now, we must look at the hidden panic happening behind their closed doors. You think they are living happily ever after without you. That is a massive matrix illusion. They are currently experiencing a silent and suffocating internal collapse. The master manipulator who discarded you is waking up in cold sweats every single night. The specific gravity of their profound regret is finally hitting them. They post pictures with fake smiles to convince the world they are constantly thriving, but their eyes are completely dead and devoid of any real light. They spend their nights obsessively checking to see if you have finally stumbled. but heaven only allows them to see your unstoppable and glorious rise. Their bitter envy is a dark poison that is slowly rotting them from the inside out. They are frantically searching for a replacement to fill the massive, energetic void you left behind. They bring new people around and try to replicate the deep peace you gave them effortlessly, but it is failing miserably in front of everyone. Your cellular alignment is entirely unique and cannot be duplicated by cheap copies. They are starving for your golden energy right now. The very people who helped them push you away are starting to turn against them. The flying monkeys are waking up to the toxic reality of the desperate narcissist. The fake kingdom they built on lies and manipulation is crumbling at the exact foundation. Every time your name comes up in their frantic conversations, it carries the heavy weight of absolute, undeniable truth. You became their biggest nightmare. Type 1111 in the comments right now to physically anchor this exact shift. Feel the atmosphere changing in your favor as the divine justice system takes complete control. You do not have to defend your pure name or explain your silent absence to anyone. Your profound silence is currently doing massive damage to their demonic structures. You are fighting this war without moving a muscle. They wanted the isolation to break you into a million tiny pieces. They expected you to lower your high standards and beg for a seat at their toxic table again. Instead, you embraced the divine quarantine and leveled up your entire existence. You are stepping into a state of absolute spiritual dominance over your physical reality. Your untouchable, ageless glow is absolutely blinding to them now. The universe had to create this massive, energetic vacuum in your quiet life. The second sign is this profound emptiness that currently surrounds you. Nature completely abhors a vacuum, and heaven is preparing to flood that empty space with unbelievable abundance. The slamming doors were simply the universe clearing out the cheap rocks to make room for your royal inheritance. The grand stage is being set. Do not let your logical brain trick you into feeling a false sense of pity for them. Any sympathy you show them right now will only pull you back into their dark matrix. You must remain completely detached as their public unraveling continues to escalate rapidly. They earned this exact harvest by plotting against a highly anointed chosen one. Vengeance belongs strictly to the highest divine courts. We are rapidly approaching the absolute climax of this prophetic sequence. The first sign exposed their hidden malfunction, and the second sign cleared your path through violent rejection. But the third sign is the undeniable seal of your permanent victory. This final mandate will shift your entire reality in the next 72 hours. You must hold your sacred ground just a little bit longer. If this raw truth is vibrating in your spirit right now, do not move an inch. We are about to cross the final threshold of this divine revelation. The enemy wants you to swipe away before I reveal the third and most important sign. He knows this next piece of the puzzle will permanently lock him out of your timeline forever. Prepare your spirit for the massive breakthrough you have been waiting for. We have finally arrived at the third and most crucial mandate. This is the exact moment the Dark Elite prayed you would never reach. You stayed here because your highly advanced spirit immediately recognized the undeniable truth. The third sign is the sudden and absolute eradication of your deep emotional wound, and it completely frees you from their heavy matrix control. You woke up recently and realized you simply do not care anymore. The heavy chain of waiting is completely gone. You used to wait in total agony for a genuine apology from that master manipulator. You spent countless nights hoping they would finally see your immense value. But a massive shift happened deep inside your cellular memory this week, and it permanently rewired your nervous system for peace. You suddenly feel a bizarre and profound calm right in the middle of the raging storm. This strange apathy is not you giving up on your beautiful life. It is heaven completely unplugging you from their demonic matrix. This sudden emotional detachment is the ultimate tipping point of your entire spiritual journey. When you stop craving their toxic validation, you strip away their remaining earthly power. They can feel this massive energetic cord snapping in the spiritual realm right now, and it sends them into a state of absolute blinding panic. This is exactly why the chaotic noise around you is getting so incredibly loud. The Dark Elite always throw their most desperate attacks right before the final breakthrough. You might see sudden financial hiccups or unexpected arguments erupting out of absolutely nowhere. You might feel a heavy wave of exhaustion trying to pull you back into the dark fog. Do not let these petty distractions steal your royal focus today, because they are merely the final tantrums of a defeated and broken enemy. They know their time is officially up. They are frantically trying to lower your high vibration before the miracle physically manifests in your life. Listen to me very closely right now. You are standing on the very edge of the most explosive blessing of your entire life. Heaven is actively rearranging the physical universe to honor your silent obedience. You are the cycle breaker who refused to compromise your pure light, and you chose to walk away from their comfortable and familiar poison. God does not ignore the heavy tears of his dearly beloved anointed ones. Every single drop you cried is being converted into massive generational wealth. But you must hold your sacred ground with absolute and unwavering faith today. The atmosphere is incredibly thick with anticipation because the angelic forces are moving into position. The spiritual pressure you feel right now is the exact weight of your incoming glory, and it is actively expanding your capacity to hold massive wealth. Do not look to your left or your right for any earthly validation. The people around you cannot see the massive tidal wave forming right behind you. The Matrix wants you to stare at your current bank account and feel profound despair. It wants you to look at your empty phone and feel utterly abandoned by the world. That is a cheap optical illusion designed to carefully test your final resolve. You must violently reject that false reality and stand firmly in your divine knowing, because the physical realm is simply the very last place to catch up to the truth. You are already victorious in the high courts of heaven. There is someone else out there who is drowning in that exact same false reality. They are desperately crying out in the dark for a massive shift right now. Share this specific message with one soul who needs this urgent confirmation today. Be their unexpected angel and help them break free from the suffocating matrix programming. When you extend your hand to lift them up, you actively accelerate your own royal elevation and seal your divine alignment. We are crossing the ultimate threshold of this prophetic sequence in a few moments. The third sign is completely active in your beautiful life right now. You no longer crave the toxic closure they stubbornly refuse to give you. You are fully detached from the painful past and entirely focused on your glorious rise, while your enemies remain permanently trapped in the exact prison they built for you. Heaven has weighed your pure heart and found you absolutely worthy. The universe is about to pull back the heavy curtain on this massive operation. You survived the intense isolation of the painful formation season. You watched the master manipulator begin their public and irreversible collapse. Now you are standing in the perfect posture of total surrender and supreme confidence, and you are completely ready to receive the exact harvest heaven prepared for you. Prepare your spirit for the explosive climax that will permanently alter your bloodline. Let me completely reframe your reality one more time before the grand reveal. The heavy pressure in your chest is finally lifting because the spiritual war is over. You won the brutal battle while you were completely silent in the dark. The enemy is currently retreating in absolute terror because he clearly sees the golden crown on your head. You are no longer waiting in a deep wound for a miracle to save you, because you have finally become the living miracle that terrifies the darkness. The clock has officially struck midnight on their false kingdom, and the long waiting period is permanently over. Heaven is violently pulling back the curtain for the entire world to see. You are stepping right into the explosive climax of this divine operation. The scales of justice are slamming down heavily in your favor, and the sudden impact is sending a massive shockwave through the physical realm right now as we speak. I want you to picture this exact scenario happening right now. The master manipulator who tried to bury your name is completely unraveling. They are standing in front of the exact people they used to gossip with, and they confidently open their mouths to speak another vicious lie about you. But their voice suddenly cracks and stutters in total panic. Their carefully crafted mask shatters into a million pieces. This is not a private breakdown behind closed doors. This is a highly public and completely irreversible collapse. The people who blindly followed them are watching in absolute horror. The flying monkeys suddenly realize they backed the wrong horse, because they clearly see the deep rot and the chaotic madness leaking out of the narcissist. One by one, they are turning their backs and walking away. The enemy is left standing completely alone in the dark. They are frantically grasping at thin air, while their entire fake reality burns to the ground. This is the exact X-ray of their destruction I promised you at the beginning. Your total silence did not just hurt their fragile ego, but it permanently destroyed their demonic reign and starved them of their primary fuel source. You did not have to lift a single finger to destroy them. You did not have to defend your pure character or scream your truth to deaf ears. You simply held your sacred peace while heaven prepared the ultimate battlefield. Now they are forced to watch you receive the exact blessings they desperately tried to steal, and the universe is preparing a lavish table right in front of their faces. While they are choking on the bitter ashes of their own making, your massive reward is finally crashing in. The doors that forcefully slammed shut are now bursting wide open, but they are not leading to the same crowded and toxic rooms. They are opening into vast halls of untouchable abundance. God is pouring out the generational wealth that your bloodline was brutally denied for decades. Your profound physical exhaustion is completely vanishing right now. The heavy boulder on your chest is evaporating into thin air. You are breathing deeply for the very first time in what feels like 100 years. Your highly advanced spirit is absorbing the massive influx of golden energy while you step directly into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow. Time was supposed to crush your beautiful spirit. The intense isolation was meant to drive you utterly insane. Yet here you are, making time itself look like an absolute fool. You did not just survive the heavy storms they sent your way. You absorbed their lightning and became the blinding sun. Your enemies are completely shielding their weak eyes from your incredible and rising radiance because they cannot handle your light. The 10-year prophetic mandate I warned you about is activating right now. Heaven is laying down a permanent protective grid over your entire future. No weapon formed in the dark matrix will ever prosper against you again. The people who mocked your quiet faith are now begging for your secret recipe, but your unique cellular frequency is heavily encrypted and permanently out of their reach. This is the exact moment of your ultimate vindication. You are no longer the deeply wounded empath serving as a human battery for broken parasites. You have officially graduated from the brutal formation season. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who carries the supreme authority of the highest courts, and you are commanding the physical elements of your new reality to perfectly align. Every single tear you cried in the dark has been fully accounted for. Heaven is paying you back with massive interest for the years the locusts tried to eat. The divine justice system operates with absolute mathematical precision. You are standing directly in the center of the greatest wealth transfer your family history has ever seen, and the dark elite cannot stop this massive avalanche. You must claim this explosive breakthrough in your spirit right now. Do not shrink back when the incredible blessings start pouring into your physical life. You absolutely deserve every single ounce of this royal inheritance. Your pure heart was violently tested in the raging fire, and heaven found you perfectly worthy to carry this heavy and glorious crown into the new decade. Let their desperate noise fade completely into the deep background. The narcissist is fully trapped in the karmic prison they built with their own hands. You are officially unplugged from their dying power grid. The heavy chain of waiting is permanently broken. You are stepping over the final threshold as a totally free and sovereign entity. The universe is violently bowing to your pure frequency. You walked into this season bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by blind people. But I want you to look at yourself right now. You are no longer waiting in a painful wound for a fake apology. You have completely transcended their toxic and heavy matrix. While they are publicly unraveling in the dark, you are stepping into your permanent glow. The old chains are completely shattered. The financial struggles and the spiritual exhaustion are permanently ending right here and right now. You are stepping into your absolute power to receive the exact harvest heaven prepared for you. The enemy cannot cross the sacred boundary line drawn around your life today. Your pure energy is fully protected by the highest angelic forces of the spiritual realm. You are completely untouchable. But this explosive abundance requires a physical anchor on this earthly plane to fully activate. You did not survive the blazing fire just to live a mediocre and quiet life. The supreme verdict of massive wealth has already been signed in the high courts of heaven. Now, it demands your immediate partnership to unlock the golden gates. God does not measure your deep faith by your silent thoughts. He measures your faith strictly by your speed of immediate obedience. The dark elite want you to hesitate and overthink this precise moment. Your left brain will try to inject heavy doubt to block your incoming miracle. It will desperately tell you to wait and carefully calculate your next move. Silence that demonic matrix programming immediately. That hesitation is designed to keep you entirely broke. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands immediate action. The window of explosive multiplication is standing wide open before you today. But it requires a physical act of absolute faith to firmly anchor it into reality. Prove you are finally ready to receive the heavy crown of your ancestors. You must step through the divine portal without a single ounce of fear. Your radical generosity directly triggers the massive harvest you truly desire. Sow your financial seed of faith today to partner with this urgent divine mandate. Use the super thanks button or the donation link to physically lock in your new frequency. When you open your hand to give, you force the universe to flood your life with unbelievable resources. It is a sacred, energetic exchange. Do not let the spirit of lack whisper lies to your soul right now. Giving in this exact moment is a bold declaration of your absolute financial freedom. You are actively severing the generational curse of poverty that choked your family tree. Watch heaven multiply your pure harvest before the sun rises tomorrow morning. The elite are terrified of a chosen one who understands this secret law. The narcissist who discarded you will never comprehend how you recovered so rapidly. They will watch your sudden financial explosion and wonder what dark magic you used to succeed. But they are completely blind to the divine covenant you are establishing right now. Your physical obedience today is the exact encrypted key that unlocks the vault they tried to weld shut. They are locked out forever. You are no longer an isolated victim bleeding in the cold dark. You are an integral pillar of the most powerful spiritual tribe on this entire earth. When you share this specific message and sow your seed, you weave your energy into a global grid of light. We are raising the collective frequency and crushing the matrix programming together. You were born for this exact mission in this exact timeline. The next 10 years of your life will look absolutely nothing like the painful past. The brutal seasons of waiting in the shadows are permanently deleted from your divine record. God is writing a brand new chapter of explosive joy and ridiculous abundance with your very name on it. Step out of the waiting room and confidently take your seat on the royal throne. The entire universe is holding its breath. Stand up incredibly tall and lift your head right now. You are the cycle breaker who refused to bow down to their cheap illusions. You carry the blazing sun inside your chest, and your pure light is about to blind every enemy in your path. Subscribe to this sanctuary so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. We are building an unstoppable army of the anointed remnant. Leave a comment declaring your absolute freedom to the entire universe today. Say it out loud with your own voice in the quiet of your room right now. Claim your untouchable kingdom and watch the physical world rearrange itself to serve your pure vision. You are deeply loved, fiercely protected, and infinitely powerful. Walk forward in your royal authority because your beautiful era has officially begun.